Hello, good evening. It's Dawn Horizons. I'm back again with another Meet the Vendor from the Black History Celebration that we have this weekend. We are the BBNSE, which is the Black Business Networking Social Events. I am your founder, host, and poet, Dawn Horizons of the BBNSE. I am so excited to be here this evening. If you have been watching, you have seen amazing artists and some wonderful vendors. So I'm so excited to be able to bring this to you. I really hope that you're planning on coming on Saturday. That's this Saturday at Epic Food Hall at 4 p.m. And it is located in Woodbridge. If you're coming across from DC and Maryland, we're just 30 minutes across the bridge. I have several artists coming from DC and Maryland. You don't want to miss it. It is a family-friendly evening of entertainment. We have some young people that are coming that are going to be doing like a Martin Luther King speech. They have a few of their own things to talk about. One of the youth are going to do a day in the life without Black people, which is exactly what I wanted. It's going to be so amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. Remember, we have an open mic, so we have a few people on the open mic. If you have a talent that you want to share, the open mic is perfect for you. Maybe you don't have a talent or you don't want to share your talent. You want to talk about your business or whatever's on your heart. This is a safe place for you to release and to share what is on your heart or to share your business and share what it is that you're doing in the community. The BBNSE is a place where you can receive connection, where we collaborate, where we support one another, encourage and empower one another. And you're going to get all of that on Saturday. Okay. So I want to encourage you to look and see what we're all about. Consider becoming a member. So you can go to bbnse.org and I will put that in the comments. And just look at seeing what we're all about and see if you want to be a part of us. But come on Saturday, bring your family, bring your friends, bring your neighbor, bring your coworker, and we're going to have a good time together. So tonight is Meet the Vendors. And I have with me Troy Golson from True Immersion Gaming. He happened to find BBNSE at Epic Food Hall. So how great is that? So I'm going to bring him on and we're going to talk and we're going to find out what True Immersion Gaming is all about. Hi, Troy. Welcome.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to this.
Welcome.
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to meeting you in person, the virtual
Right.
meetings, but in person. And it's like all of the communications that we have behind the scenes, I start to feel like I know you guys, even though we haven't met yet face to face, So that's a great thing. So I know a little bit about you. Tell the people who you are and what True Immersion Gaming is all about.
Well, my name is Troy Golson, and I am the owner and founder of True Immersion Gaming. The company started right at the beginning of COVID, which is kind of weird. I started to fall in love with virtual reality and virtual reality gaming. So that's how it started. I wanted to bring virtual reality to the public. This was before the VR bars and all of that stuff had officially dropped. So I actually expanded the business to also include laser tag and archery tag. And one of the, I guess, unique things about my business is that I want to bring the fun to you. So you don't have to leave your home or the corporate event to have a good time with your friends and get to know them and things like that. I bring all of the things to your picnic, to your events, or to the kid's birthday party, the slumber party. So instead of having laser tag as an event that you go to, I bring it all to you.
That is so amazing. And we're going to see some of that on Saturday.
Definitely. People will be able to try out my laser tag guns. We also will be doing some archery. So I, growing up in New York, I've never shot a bow and arrow before. So this was a huge learning curve for me when I first started the business. But it's so much fun, though. So much fun.
Can I tell you something that's going to be fun? It's like a fun fact about me. And, I don't mean for it to be braggadocious, but the first time, because I'm from New York too, but the first time I did the bow and arrow, I got a bullseye.
Nice.
Like, what? Hey. And they were like, oh, beginner's luck.
Right.
Like, beginner's luck. I was like, whatever. I got the bullseye. I'll take it.
Right. Hey. You see, it's another level that we connect on is both people from New York, which is awesome.
Yeah. We have a few people from New York that you'll meet on Saturday. So I just put in the comments, come play games with us on Saturday.
Yeah. And when you come out, you can, try a lot of the things that I have to offer. And if you wanted to bring them to your business or to your next kid's function, I am available. So, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Come play with us. So he will have it set up where you guys can book him for whatever event, party, whatever you have going on. This is something that you can use for the family, for the friends, and also corporate events. You do corporate events, right?
I definitely do. Yes. And,
Okay.
Valentine's just passed. We have a few wonderful communication games that promote communication, effective communication, and, relationship building. So we do it all.
I
And you
love
have a
that.
good time while doing it. So,
Yes. That's the
mhm.
best. That's the best way. I'm trying to type here in the comments. So relationship building
Definitely.
building
It was a lot of
games.
things that, we just passed Valentine's Day,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a game that is called Keep Talking and You Don't Explode. So this is an effective way to communicate with your partner. So we have one person taking apart a bomb, and they're not reading the instructions. So the other party is reading the instructions, and they're trying to tell you without you seeing what's going on, what to do in virtual reality.
Oh my goodness.
It's an amazing
That
game,
sounds
and
like so much fun. That
yeah,
sounds
it
like
helps
so
to
fun.
promote communication. Because if you're not communicating, if you're not on the same page, you don't want your mate to blow up.
Right, right.
Right.
And I saw
Mhm.
some of the games or videos of people playing the games on Instagram, and it just looked like so much fun. I'm like, I want to join in. I want to have fun.
Right. So
So
I
much
love
fun.
bringing it to family events. I've had a lot of business during the holidays. So during Thanksgiving or Christmas, a
Mhm.
lot of families get together and they want to have fun and they don't want to have to worry about it. I bring everything, the setup, the cleanup, all of that is done by me, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Okay, so what does that look like? You dropping the games off, or you're there actually hosting or administering the games? How does that work?
I'm actually the host, so I tell you
Okay.
how we run the games. Some of the games are for adults. We have beer pong and different things like that, and we have a lot of games for the kids, whether that's Jenga or other games that we have. We also do things inside people's houses. So we've had laser tag events in people's houses, and it's been
Oh
amazing.
wow.
So people are hiding behind closets and shooting at each other, and it's so much fun. People have a great time. Yeah.
I'm gonna share you with my son because he loves to have things at his house. His house is the one that, Super Bowl or
Oh
Juneteenth or whatever's
yeah.
going on, it's at
Mm,
Isaiah's house. So I'm gonna tell him
nice.
about that. Him and his wife are both gamers.
That's awesome.
So
That's
all
awesome.
types of gaming. So yeah, I think that'll
Right.
be exciting. I'm definitely gonna share you with him.
Sweet. And
And what got you into this?
all my
Say
gamers
it
out
again.
there that are all my gamers out there, some people play Call of Duty and other like first person shooter games. Our laser tag game is not to be played with. It is an amazing experience. You get to actually move around and duck and hide and so it's really immersive and it's a lot of fun.
Wow.
Mm.
You mentioned the virtual reality games. Do you have to like put something on your head or like how does that work?
Yeah, so one of the virtual reality games we have is walking the plank. So
Uh-oh.
the elevator takes you to the top of the Empire State Building, and you
Oh
have to
my.
walk on a plank from the edge of the elevator to maybe 3 or 4 feet out. And playing this, people understand like you are in a safe space. But once your eyes and your ears make you think you're somewhere else, it's amazing for people to. So I'm usually touching someone's shoulder to let them know they're safe and they're okay, and we're gonna get through this together. So, but
Yeah,
it's a
I
lot.
could not do that game. I am afraid of heights. I could not do that game. I really couldn't. But there are some people,
Mhm.
my daughter and I were talking about that recently. She loves that feeling like on a roller coaster, and it's like your
Oh
stomach drops
yes.
out or something, or
Mhm.
the fear of going up, and you're gonna go down. And it's so
Right.
exhilarating. And I was like, yeah, for me, it's traumatizing. Totally the opposite of
I
exhilarating. And
completely
so we were
understand.
talking about that. She loves, to
Mm.
play games and things like too. I think it's a great way for families to connect, friends to connect, and then also couples to connect. So I love that you have built a business model that incorporates all of those. So whether you're having friends night, couples night or you're doing something corporate, you have something that can reach each of those audiences. So kudos to you for planning that out and
Mm,
making sure that you can reach each person. I think that's
mm.
really good. So let's see. You started in 2020, you said, right? And
Yeah.
you've been doing it ever since. I know, and it's like, wow, it's 5 years now almost. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
BBNSE started in 2020 also.
Oh, wow.
People
Cool.
needed to pivot from working in corporate America, or people that had businesses and they were going under or they had to close and was like,
Mhm.
what do I do? And so people wanted to look into home-based businesses, and they didn't know what to do or what to start. And I've been doing this for a long, long time. So I said, let me open up my home. I started in my home
Wonderful.
and I was launching a new business at that time. And so I said, well, let me invite some other business owners in and share my customers and clients with them. And that's how the BBNSE was born. And that was September
Amazing.
2020. And then
Mhm.
when I did it, I felt like the Lord was like, this is what you need to be doing. And it
Awesome.
really began to shift. So I did it in August, November, December.
Mhm.
And then it just kept going. So it's been 5 years now. Like
That's
August
amazing.
will be official 5 year celebration.
Mm,
So we'll have
that's
a big
amazing.
August is the all white party that we have.
Okay.
And so it'll be a big official, celebration then in
Right. Right.
August. But
Right.
I'm just excited to be able to meet so many people like yourself, Black owned businesses that are trying to make an impact in the community. So let's
Mhm.
segue into that and let's talk about, how do you feel that your business is helping the community? And are there any other, activities or involvement that you have within the community?
So one of the things that I did when I was back in New York, my grandmother is wheelchair bound and
Mm.
she doesn't travel. She doesn't go on airplanes or buses or anything like that. And through virtual reality, I was able to show her, I think it was France. So she was
Oh,
one of
wow.
my first customers, and her senior citizen group. We have a program through virtual reality where we can actually take you different places, and you can tour New York
Wow.
or Philadelphia or Miami. So it is an amazing thing. So it brought me to tears that I was able to take my grandmother
Wow.
somewhere at 100 years old, and she got to see the inner workings of a cathedral in France. So we did that
That is
in
amazing.
2021, and just working with her and her friends, and they got to show me where they grew up in Alabama or Georgia, or take that walk. So it was, but besides just being fun and educational, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Wow. I'm
So
so
yeah.
grateful that you share that. I didn't know that. So we definitely have to talk offline about collaborating, because I work with seniors as well. And I do something called the Senior Spa Day. I own a spa and wellness center, and I'm
Mhm.
mobile. But I've been working with seniors for the last 9 years and bringing them a spa day where I go in, I'll do massage therapy, chair massage for them,
Mhm.
aromatherapy, and I teach them about health and wellness at the same time. It is a lot
Wow.
of fun. I have a couple of facilities that I go to. I actually go to one in Fort Washington,
Oh,
Maryland
nice.
tomorrow. But I
Wow.
would love to bring something like this. So let's talk about it, and maybe
Yeah,
we can
definitely.
collab, and then I can
Mhm.
connect you with the manager. And if that's something that you like to do, maybe they
Mhm.
can put you on once a month. So I go to different facilities once a month. But this sounds like something that would be so much fun. I love, love, love them. They are like my grandmas. Like I got a whole bunch of grandmas. And I say
Right,
grandmas
right.
because it's mostly women that come. There's a
Mhm.
couple of men that come, but it's mostly the women that come and get their back rubbed, or they get on one of my machines and stuff like that. And we just
Right.
talk. We have a good
That's so
time. They
wonderful.
know me. They know my grandkids. We just talk about
Right,
life. We
right.
talk about everything. All the while they're getting rubbed. They're
Mhm.
getting the
Right, right.
aromatherapy, all the feel good stuff. So it is a great time. I'm sure
Mhm.
they would love to meet you and
Mhm.
participate in some of the games. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's funny how much they're willing to share their life stories with you when it's in a relaxed environment and
Yeah.
actually kind of walking down the road that they grew up on. It's an amazing feeling, the
Yeah.
wealth of knowledge and the insight that they have, and just having conversations with them. They just share
Yeah.
so many gems. It's wonderful.
And it's great because a lot of times some of them don't have family. or even
Right.
friends to come and visit. So if there's a vibrant community within the housing facility or whatever that they're at, sometimes they have that, but oftentimes they don't have anyone to talk to.
Right.
Or
Right.
that hands-on touch. And that's why I love what I do. And I listen to all of their stories and tell them some of my
Mhm.
stories. And it becomes a great time and place for sharing. And that is healing. Having
Yes,
fun is part
definitely.
of that. Having fun is part of self-care. It's part of wellness. And so I really
Mhm.
love what it is you're doing. And I definitely would like to partner with you in bringing that to some of the senior communities that I go to.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Right.
So what else are you doing
Mhm.
in the community?
Well, I would love to volunteer some more. This is why
Okay.
the BBNSE is so wonderful to me. I've had a
Okay.
lot of thoughts about wanting to go to different areas and work with the youth or the older people. I see the need for just woosah,
Yes,
especially in
total.
the times that we're in now. Mental health is so important. And if you could just get someone out of their usual day to day 9 to 5 and have them relax or do something different that they haven't done
Hmm.
before, is not only therapeutic, but it's something that not a lot of us, including myself,
Right.
they need. So
Yeah.
I know I have a great time when I bring the games to every place that I go with it, and hopefully my energy is infectious and it helps them
Yes.
relax and not just have a great time, but like, wow, this was so much fun on a random Thursday. This is so
Yeah,
cool. So yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's cool.
So
So
I would
then
love
that
to do
means that like everything you have is portable so that you can take it, wherever you need to go.
exactly,
Yeah.
which is one of the best things.
Hmm.
So people don't have to worry about getting the kids together and taking that large group over
Hmm.
to Chuck E. Cheese or to another gaming facility. I could bring everything to you.
Hmm.
So it just makes it
Hmm.
so much more convenient. As long as we know in advance and I could bring everything to you, you can just sit back and enjoy, have a great time, and then
That's
wave as
nice.
I leave. You didn't have to do anything at all. So
That's
it's
really
really
nice. Well,
cool.
my
Yeah.
wheels are turning. I got some thoughts and ideas for you. I'll tell you
Lamos.
and anybody else that is watching. I am part of the Prince William County Arts Council. Now, my
That's amazing.
BBNSC and what I do through that is totally separate. I just want to put that disclaimer in.
Mhm.
So I'm speaking now and I'm seeing collaborations possibilities from both sides. And so with the Prince William County Arts Council, I am the vice chair of programming. So I'm doing programming and events for them within the
Awesome.
county. And so I'm definitely thinking of and seeing ideas of things that we can do to make a more well-rounded, explosive event and really get some connectivity in the community. That's all what I'm about, personally with the BBNSC, but I'm able to carry that over also on behalf of the county. And I'm also the appointee to Occoquan District Supervisor Kenny Bodie and sharing his heart for the community in regards to the arts and arts
Mm,
businesses. So again,
wonderful.
I think even in that, what you present is something that can be used in so many different areas. And
That would be
this is who I am, resource and a connector. So
right,
yeah, I want to
right.
get you connected and let's get you some business and let's get some more connections going on around the
That would
community.
be
I'm
amazing.
excited.
I,
I'm
I,
really
me
excited.
too. Me too. Yeah, this is amazing. I'm looking forward to doing more with the public. I live right here in Woodbridge, Virginia, so I would
Okay.
love to connect with more businesses in the area. So this
Okay,
is
let's do.
wonderful.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
bringing you out of Virginia, though. I just want you to know because a
It's
lot of the
even better.
artists, don't trip. A lot of the artists are DC and Maryland.
Wonderful.
They're from DC and Maryland. So, that's just opening up the door for you for other places to go. I know that they're going to love, what you're doing. And we are such a family. And some of us just met at like our last event or two events
Right.
ago. And you'll
Mhm.
see, and even the young lady Brenda that I interviewed earlier, she thought
Mhm.
like they were my brothers. Or like we
Right.
were really family cousins or
Right.
something because of
Mhm.
this connection, that we share and the support that we do for one another. And really, this is just what God has allowed me to create. And this
Right.
atmosphere, such a peaceful, loving, atmosphere. And I'm so grateful for that. And, people say to me, you create this kind of atmosphere wherever you go. And I didn't realize because I'm just being me, just naturally being me. I didn't
Right.
realize I had created something, that I really did something.
Mhm.
But then people getting the feedback and people coming back and was like, yeah, Or I have been
Right.
to events at a particular place before, but it didn't feel like this. And that's when
Right.
I had to really realize like God is really doing something and using me to do it. So I'm so grateful,
Mm,
grateful to meet all of you guys, and grateful to be able to have the opportunity to bring you on my platform and expose you to other people,
that's
so
awesome.
that you can grow. It helps to grow you personally and
Mm,
professionally, and to grow the business. And that's
right.
what it's
Right.
all
Right.
about. And that's why I have the interview, because I want people to know who Troy Golson is. So
Mhm.
let's tell them, let them know. I know you're doing some other things. You got some acting. So like I know a few gems, but I want
Right.
you to share it with the others. So tell them who Troy Golson is and what it is that you're doing. In addition
Well,
to the
I'm right, right. In addition to the business, the 9 to 5, I have a job. Let's not talk about that one. But
okay,
I'm also an actor. I've done some voiceover work before, which I'd love
okay,
to do again. I'm in a play that'll be going on in May. Please find more about that. I'll be at the vending table. I'll tell you all about my play. It is called. I was just in rehearsal, probably 10 minutes before coming into the live right
okay,
now. It is called Help is on the Way. So you'll find more
okay.
information about that on my Facebook, and I'll be sharing more about that. It's a truly wonderful play written by an amazing playwright. I'm just happy to be a part of that.
Okay.
I'm also in a movie, so I'll be shooting that movie sometime within the next few weeks. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and
Can you release the
trying to
title of the movie? Oops. Before I do.
I don't know. I'm not
Okay.
sure yet. So we
Well,
haven't started filming as of yet. So
I'm just
I
gonna
think I
tell
have to
them
keep that
to
under
stay
wraps.
tuned.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
I've already shot one, so hopefully that will be coming out within the next few weeks or next few months. So I'm looking forward to working more with that as well. So a lot of acting and a lot of voiceovers and a lot of hopefully business
Okay.
going on.
What's
So
your IG? I'm putting it in the comments. I told them that you're in a movie coming up, and
oh
to
yeah,
follow
it's
you on IG. So
yes,
what's the
it's
IG?
Troy Golson. Yep, I
Okay.
keep it really simple. Yep, you can follow me there or on Facebook. I'll do better about posting on social media. I'm not an everyday poster, so please, guys,
Okay.
forgive me. It's very
We can
difficult.
talk about that. I got
Right, right,
strategies
right,
for you. We can talk about that. You gotta become a member of the BBNSE. Like, don't just be a vendor, be a member,
right,
so you can get
right, right,
all the
right.
member benefits. I say,
I, I,
like,
I just
was it?
want the wealth of knowledge that you have, so we
Listen,
definitely have to get it.
you just got to be you got
So
to become a member, and you'll get it, because I am so
mm,
willing to share. So I'll be sharing
wonderful,
things within our private community. We have a private community once you become a member, and all the training and teaching and things like that will come in there. You also get
right?
access to me to ask questions about your business and stuff. I've been
Mm,
in business, oh good Lord, 25 years or so.
that's
And
amazing.
longer, really. My first
Right.
business was at 15. I'm 53.
Wow.
So I've been doing
Wow.
this for a long time,
Right.
before it became so professional and really
Mm,
coming out there. Like my first business was like selling jewelry from a catalog at 15 years old.
nice.
And,
Nice.
and I sponsored a child in some other country at like 16 years old. So I've always
Wow.
been about community, about helping others, about being a resource, and sharing. I was talking to my friend the other day, and I was like, there are so many different types of bread on the shelf.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Then you talk
Right.
about the white bread, and then the wheat bread, and then the whole grain, the
Right.
multigrain bread.
Mm,
And so there's room for both of us on the platform. There's room for both of us, whatever it is that we do.
that's
And my
so
friend and I
amazing.
both have a t-shirt business. She hasn't really started hers yet, and I've already
Mm,
started mine, but it's like
mm,
we can still be friends and we can buy from one another, because the t-shirts that she sells and the
exactly.
ideas she has are not the same as mine. There's room for both of us. And that's why I
Exactly.
gave the example of the bread.
Right.
Literally
Exactly.
bread can take up a whole aisle on both sides, depending on how much you want
Right.
to spread it out. So this
Mm,
is the type of mindset that I want people to know. Don't have a slave mentality. Don't have a
amen.
scarcity mentality. And that's not
Amen.
God. If he
Right.
has called you to something, he has given you all the tools and everything you need
Mm,
from the inside and the
right.
outside in order
Right.
to succeed in what it is that you are called to do.
Amen.
There's room
Amen.
for all of us. So even if
Mm,
you have a t-shirt business as well, there's still room for us.
right. Right.
Who's for you is for you. Who's for me is for me. There's people that you can speak to that no matter how great I am at speaking, I'm not going to be able to get to them or to communicate with them, because
Mhm.
God has made it that they're assigned to your voice, so to speak, and the same vice
Right.
versa. So I can't
Yeah.
take from you. And
Right.
I don't believe that I serve a God that is like that. He's big and he's vast, that we could both win
Amen.
at the same time. You know what I mean?
Amen. Amen.
He is an
It's
abundant God, so we don't want to have that scarcity mentality.
Mm. It's so
So
beautiful. We talked about that offline, just to marry our faith and business together.
yes,
So
yes,
not only can we be small business helpers to another person who has a small business, but
mhm,
just encouraging people through the word to other Christians, like, beyond the
yes,
business, life is going to get better and God's got us. So it's an
yes,
amazing
yes.
collaboration you have going on.
It
I'm
is.
blessed just to
I
be in
love
this
it.
first event. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
And so,
Yes.
since we're talking about t-shirts, I noticed the sweatshirt you have
Oh,
on. You want to
here we
show the
go.
people and tell us about it?
Yeah, yeah. This is wonderful. This is another thing we were talking about offline. Like, I just had to learn about marketing my business. So in the front it says I'm an owner. On the back it says I'm not just a player. So just to let people know,
I like it.
they can purchase these. I've got
Mhm.
merchandise. If you ever wanted to see it, I've got a lot of merchandise on my IG page. So if you see
Okay.
something you like it, please reach out. I can get it made for you. But
Okay.
it's just letting people know that you can just have a good time and you can play and you can and have a great time with the business, but it doesn't have to be that serious. And
Hmm.
it's a lot of different things you can see on the IG page when you jump on.
Hmm.
So,
I feel like in this world now, where everything is so serious and there's so many crazy things going on and there's so much changes, and not everybody does good with change, like that
mm,
balance is being able to play, is being able to let down your guard, is being able to relax,
exactly.
is being able to have fun. And in light of everything going on in our world, that can be very hard to
Absolutely.
do. And so I'm thinking that together we can create this safe space that people can come to. And we're going to do that on Saturday, where they can let their guard down and still be in a safe space and know that they are around a good community and fellowship with other people, with other believers, and be able to
Mm,
have a good time. For some people, and some of the people that I've been speaking to, that's a little bit hard. That's hard for them
mm,
now. They're worried about job. Some have lost their jobs. Just so many things going on in our government and just all over the world, and crime and accidents and just all kinds of
mm,
stuff. They need a space to be able to unwind, to get
right.
all the nonsense off of their head and just have a good time in a safe place, whether that's with family or whether that's with friends and new friends. So, you guys that are
Mm,
watching, I'm encouraging you again to come out and meet us on Saturday. Like, don't just
mm,
listen to what we're saying, come and partake of it. Troy is going to be there
mm,
with True Immersion Gaming on Saturday, February 22nd. That's this Saturday.
right.
February 22nd at 4 p.m. at Epic Food Hall. There's food there. Um, we have music, we have arts, we have entertainment, we have young people come out. I'm super excited to work with the young people. That's like
Yeah.
two opposite spectrums that I really love to work with, is the young people and the seniors. I mean,
Right.
I love all of y'all, but I really, really love to really, really
Right.
love to
Right.
work with them. You learn so much, and I think it's important for us, especially as entrepreneurs, to always be in a space of learning. We never want to be like, oh, I got all that. Like,
Right.
like you
Right.
know it all, because there's always
Mhm.
room to learn. And if you
Exactly.
allow another person space, they will teach you something that you didn't know, and vice versa.
Amen to that. Amen
Yeah.
to that. I would have never thought, at a guy growing up in Brooklyn, New York, that I would be here owning my own business. So, yeah, without collaborating with wonderful people in the past and looking forward to collaborating with more people in the future, I know it's just going to be even better. Just me as a person and
Mhm.
as the business. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
And another thing I often say is, you can't grow your business beyond the point that you grow. So in
Hey,
order to grow
I
business,
need to
in
write
order
that
to
one
grow
down.
professionally, we have to grow personally.
Right.
Because your
Right.
business can't outgrow you. You're running everything.
Good call.
So if you want your business to continue to grow and scale, you have to grow. So that means connecting with
True.
others, learning, always staying in a space of learning, reading also, knowing more about your craft, looking at trends, what's coming down the pike. How can I
Right.
prepare for what's coming up next? What type of game should I try to create for what's coming, or
Exactly.
whatever new technology, how can you incorporate that into your gaming? What are the latest games? How can you model that in a way that can be more interactive, hands-on? Like those
Mhm.
are some of the things that you can think about that can help to keep you cutting edge so
Right.
that
Exactly.
people want to come to you and they know that, oh, he did my party last year. Well, it's not going to be the same next year, So it's
Exactly.
not like a one and done. The more you
Right.
come back is the more that you'll be exposed to, and you can try new things. Yeah.
Exactly. That's so true. I wish I would have written that one down. That was an amazing gem. I hope not just me caught that. I hope everybody else that's watching caught that. That was
I'll put it in the
beautiful.
comments.
Right. Please do. I was like, wait, how do I type that in? Yeah,
I'll put
that
it
was
in the
amazing.
comments.
Mhm.
Yes. So how do you get inspiration? Thank you. Marie got me. That's my girl. She got me. She
There
said,
we
can't grow
go.
your
There we
business
go.
beyond your growth. Mhm.
There we go.
So, how do you get encouraged or, inspiration for like your games and things like that?
You know what? Actually working with the public,
Mm,
hearing and listening to what people have to say. Their feedback is phenomenal.
yeah,
Some people
yeah.
may love sports games. So I didn't go into sports games enough. Some people like first person shooters. And I was like, man, that would be fun. So I incorporated that into the business. And some people who
Nice.
don't like virtual reality at all and would like to actually be in real life playing a game or using their body. And it made me think like that was one of the reasons I started the business. I saw
Mm,
the trend of youth just sitting in front of their computers or just sitting in a room and not interacting with each other. And I said,
mhm.
this can't be. I grew up in a time where we would go outside and play.
Right.
So if I could bring that same excitement to this new generation, like put the controller down, I've got a whatever. Let's just go
Yeah.
outside and get some of your friends and we can play that. Or let's do that. And you can still play with other people in the virtual world or playing tag with a bow and arrow that you've never used before or anything. There are a lot of ways that you can come together and still share ideas and share space
Yeah.
with people and still learn and have a good time. You don't have
Yeah.
to be sectioned off in your bedroom or in your living room. Just
Mhm, mhm.
so that
Yeah.
was one of
And
my
then they're
inspirations.
playing with other people online. But it's like, who are
Right.
you talking to? I remember when my daughter was playing. I was like, who are
Mm.
you talking to? Marie says, yes, that part. We were outside at first light. And we had to come in before
Mhm.
the lights went off, right?
That was it. That was it. And that was one
And
of the
it's
things
so
that
different
inspired
now.
me.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can still have a great time with people. And if you
I can't tell you like so many ideas going through my head right now. I got business
mm.
games running through my head right now. I got food games running through my head not right now. So we're gonna have to have a talk about those. And then guess what? My birthday is next month. So I'm thinking,
Hey,
yeah, I need to have a gaming party. I
that would
need
be
to have a gaming
amazing.
party. So we're gonna talk.
There are a
We're
lot
gonna
of
talk.
games that just showed up on Instagram for like family game nights and things like that. And we do all of that. So just like you
Okay.
said, staying trendy and finding out what people are doing, we do all of those things. And we may have some of those to show you at this Saturday's event. You got to come through and find out. So,
Yes, come through and find out. So I can't wait because I'm
mhm.
gonna be like, I want that game, that game, that game.
Right, right,
And so
right.
yeah, I'm gonna have a gaming party and you're gonna host it. So I'm excited.
I would love that. I would love
So we're
that. That
gonna
would be
talk about
amazing.
that. Oh
Yes,
wow.
that'd be
Marie, what do
amazing.
you think? That's gonna be so fun. I love to play games. Games bring the family together. I
Mm.
remember teaching my daughter Monopoly like a few years ago, and like she was like over analytical. She just couldn't get it. It was so fun. And I was like, I feel bad as a mom. Like she was like what,
Mhm.
20, 21 years old?
Right,
No, 20
right,
years
right.
old. And she had never
Mhm.
played Monopoly. Like she didn't know how to play. And I was like, I have failed as a parent. I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize I didn't teach her how to play Monopoly, but we play like
Right, right,
Connect
right.
Four, checkers, card games,
Mhm.
stuff like that. And video games. She's not the gamer. Like my sons are the gamer and my daughter
Okay.
in love. She's the gamer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right, but the
And
beautiful
now my
part about
granddaughters, they're pretty
mhm.
good. They're not
Oh,
gaming
nice.
necessarily, but they're good with technology. and they
Nice,
love to play
nice.
games. So they're
Right,
only
right,
3 and
right.
5 though. Do you have games
Mhm.
or things that you can do with that young age?
That was one of the other pivots that I had to make with the company. A lot of people want games for their younger kids, so I got
Mhm.
a lot of smaller, like tactile games. So
Okay.
it's a beanbag toss,
Nice.
knocking down some cans for smaller kids. So yeah, I'm trying to meet everyone at their age level and their excitement level. So if the three
I
year olds
love
or
it.
5 year olds are like, we want to have fun, I've got something for them.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. If the senior
Okay.
citizens want to
So
travel the world, I've got something for them. So
I
yeah,
definitely want that. I'm telling you, I got so many ideas for you. You're gonna be blowing up. We both gonna be blowing up this year.
that's
So what
amazing.
age range would you say that you serve?
Well, I would like to start at like 7 or 8. But even though we've
Okay.
got some games for younger kids, I would like to start it at 7 or 8, and then we move up to however old.
I'm gonna say 7 to 97.
There we go. I like it.
Should have put it in the comments, okay? But I don't want to cut off business opportunities. So I'm going to say games are available for younger children as well. For younger
Definitely,
children as well when requested. Because
definitely.
we're not trying to cut off no business. It's like you're
Not
gonna figure
not
it
at
out.
all.
You're gonna figure
Not
it
at
out
all.
and you'll
That's
make a
right.
way, something different. And I mean, my 3-year-old and 5-year-old, they're very smart. Like this 3-year-old,
Nice.
like she knows how to use the phone, take pictures, like all kinds of
Okay.
stuff, and
Right,
very
right, right.
articulate. So I mean, I guess it would
Mhm.
depend on their development and things like that. But my
Exactly.
3-year-old and 5-year-old, like
Mhm.
they're really really smart and
Nice.
quite technologically savvy at 3 and 5. Like what?
It's a
But
new
my son
world.
is really balanced with them, so they love to go out and play too. They love to.
Wonderful.
They drive in a Jeep outside,
Right, right,
trying to run people off the street. Like
right.
they play a lot. So yeah, I'm thinking that we can have a game party. I am
That
so
would be
excited
amazing.
about what you're doing. If you guys are watching, if you have any questions, go ahead and put your questions in the comments, so that I can ask him in the
Mhm.
comments below. And if you're watching on the replay, please like and share the video. That is the best way you can help. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm not going to be in town. I can't come on Saturday, February 22nd. But what you guys are saying sounds so good and sounds so fun. Two things I'm going to tell you. One is to share the video and everything. And the second thing I would say is plan to come to our next event. Plan to come to our next
Mhm.
event. So you can support us by sharing what it is that we're doing with other people. Tell them about it. Send them the video. Say, hey, let's think about planning a game party in the future. Our next event is coming up in May.
Mhm.
Marie, can you check the date for me? It is the third Saturday in May. I think it's like the 17th.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I want to get that date. And that's Spring into Purpose. So we have 4 events a year. The first one
Wonderful.
is the Black History event. The next one will
Mhm.
be in May, Spring into Purpose. The third event is our all white party. We really
Mhm.
get down with that. That's the
Nice.
most turnout that I get at all of the 4 events, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's something about that unity of us all dressing in white together.
Right.
And then in November we have the Holiday Bay, and that's a Bay, a play on words. And so it
Nice.
stands for Business, Arts, and Entertainment. And so we
Okay.
seek to be able to provide services and products for people that want to celebrate the holidays. And it's a great
Mhm.
place to shop with the vendor. So I've been doing this for almost 5 years.
That's
Almost
amazing.
5 years
That's
now.
amazing.
And when I started, it was monthly, and
Right.
and I was doing it in my home, and it was a lot. And I was like, okay, I can't do this monthly anymore. Oh my god!
Right,
But then
right.
that's when I started doing it quarterly. So it's not evenly quarterly. We do
Mhm.
4 events a year: February, May, August, and
Nice.
November. So yes, everybody, just put in bbnse.org. I'll put it in the comments. What did I
Mhm.
do? I put it in the comments here, bbnse.org, and find out what we're all about. And if you are a business owner, think about connecting with us. Think about becoming a member so you can get all of the goods. Membership has its privileges, so you can get
It
in
does.
the private community that we have with artists, vendors, as well, and get some training. Or maybe there's something that you're really good at that you can train other people, your peers. We're looking to grow and to expand. So let's do this together. We're all about the community and making our community better. We don't want to just talk about the problems and sit and complain. We want to find a solution. We want to be the change that we want to see in our community and in the business world. So specifically, the BBNSE is supporting Black-owned, minority-owned businesses and faith-based businesses. So check us out at bbnse.org. And so we're just going to continue to chat it up with Troy and have some fun. So, when you said you're from Brooklyn, I'm from New York too, but I'm from Queens. I'm like, no matter where you go, there's always somebody from Brooklyn.
And we're not too far from it, maybe like a few hours there, because I've got a lot of family still there. So I'm just close enough that I can take a weekend trip if I needed to.
Right. Yeah. Right. When I first came to Virginia, I used to go up and down 95 and, especially, going to get my granddaughter and stuff from the weekend, but not so much anymore. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that drive. And what I found that I like better than driving, because I had to stay up with coffee and everything, is taking a bus. Just get on a bus. I can have my music. I have my book. I can take a nap, and just chill and let them do the driving. And it's not expensive. That's what that's what I used to do.
Parking and everything in New York has gotten so bad. So just being able to take a bus back and forth makes so much sense. So I just went to see my grandmother.
Oh my gosh.
That's one of the reasons I don't visit more.
It's at least $80 in tolls. Round trip. And so that's not gas. So you could spend $200 on tolls and gas. And forget it, you got to eat too. Yeah, it's a couple $100 a weekend. Yeah. But we're here and in the VA, in the DMV area, and we're making fun for people, and we're making a safe space for business owners to come to receive resources, connections, collaborations, to receive support. These entrepreneurial streets can be rough, can be lonely, can be very hard. So I want you to know that you don't have to do it alone. You know what I'm saying, right? You don't have to do it alone. There's a community of business owners that are here, ready to welcome you with open arms. We are a family. We are a family. And when you come to be part of us, you'll notice that we are family. Like I said in top of the show, it's like, some of these gentlemen, I feel like they're my big brothers, even though I'm older than them, but don't tell them. Just to have that support, it's really, really nice. Being a solopreneur, it's good to know that you have people out there that got your back, and if there's something that I don't know, somebody else knows, and vice versa. And this is what community is about. So we have a community within ourselves, and then we're going out into the community to make a difference, there. One of the things that I'm excited about for this BBNSE event is that we have some young people coming. We have 3 different students from high school. I think they're coming from 2 different high schools. And it's going to be fun. And just to know, they wanted to be a part of this.
That's awesome.
I was like, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
And one of them, I'm not going to spill the beans. I'm going to keep it a secret. But one of these youth has an organization that she's starting.
Wow.
Yes. And she's partnered with a friend of hers in school. And so they're going to come and they're going to talk about it. So that's going to be like my surprise guest. She's amazing. In a creative writing program. So she's also a poet.
Whoa.
So we're going to hear from her. I'm so excited about what's happening. Yeah.
I'm excited to find out too. This will be my first event.
Get the youth more involved. I'm so excited. So we definitely got to come through it. We got to support her and her organization. I am over the top with that. I met her a few weeks ago. I spoke at an event, and it was for the youth. The Delta Sigma Theta organization has a mentoring group in the Prince William County chapter. And I spoke for their mentoring group. And this young lady, she has so many questions, and I mean, really good questions. And so on the break, she came to me and she was like, asking about the business. She said, well, my friend and I started an organization, this, that, and third. I was blown away. I was blown away. She was articulate, she was passionate, all of the things. And I was like, you need to be a member. So her and her friend are becoming members of the BBNSE. But because she's young, I was like, speak with your parents, see what your parents say, let me talk with your parents, because they're underage. I mean, they're seniors. So she may be just 18 or just turning 18, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure that things are done well, are done right. And so just meet her parents. But she says, yes, they're very supportive and everything. So I would love to connect you to her as well, because as she's
Wonderful.
running this organization, that's a whole nother door open for you, that you would have opportunity to reach some of the young
Right.
people. And she's
Yeah,
planning a
yeah,
huge event that I'm helping her behind the scenes with, also in August. So I made sure that she planned her event on a different date than mine, obviously, so I can be there.
right.
And so
Mm-hmm.
helping her with that. So we got some good things coming down the pike. I am
Wonderful.
so excited about that.
Yeah, and just to say, I was trying to collaborate with some churches last year, and none of them ever came through. But I'm
Okay.
also trying to collaborate with some of the colleges in the area. I would love to work with the college students, and if you have an organization that works with the schooling, I'm the man to speak to. So please reach
Okay.
out to me via social media, and we can collaborate something. That would be great.
What's your email? I'll put that in the chat as well for
It's
those
just my
people that
name.
may
It's
not be tagged.
Troy L. Golson at gmail.com.
Okay. Any questions in the comments? Let me check the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Troy L. Golson, I did that. Oh, so Marie, check the date for me. It is May 17th. It is the third Saturday. And I think pretty much every event this year is on the third Saturday.
Nice.
Um, yeah, that helps people to remember.
It does.
Okay. So is there anything else that you want to share, either about your business, or what's something personal that you can tell us that maybe most people don't know? Obviously that you mind sharing, but like, how can we
Right.
get to know Troy? Who is the man behind the brand?
The man behind the brand loves to do a lot of different things, and
Okay.
my love for a lot of different things will be also incorporated into the business.
I love it.
The only thing I don't do for the business is martial arts. I love martial arts. I've been doing martial arts for about 15 or so years, right
Oh,
about now. And acting. I don't know how I can bring acting into my business as of yet, but I'll definitely try.
I do
Um,
charades.
Hey, there we go.
Or
Yeah,
role
yeah.
playing,
Right,
even,
right,
and we can
right.
tie that into, look, I said we tie that
Right,
into, relationship building, the role playing.
right,
And even
right,
for
right.
couples, reversing the roles and stuff, that could be a little dangerous. But anyway, yeah, that would be fun.
Right, right, right. So
Wow.
I've done a lot of different things for different for holidays. So Valentine's Day, I've got a lot of virtual reality games and other games that promote couples building and things like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I have a great time with the business, and hopefully that energy is infectious. And when you book me or when you come out to try some of the activities, hopefully you'll feel that. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to meeting everyone.
Well, I'm going to introduce you to Renaz. He is a martial artist. He studied, from a child coming up. So he's very versed in that. And so he's going to probably love to meet you and to be able to talk about that. He's one of the artists that are going to be there. He's also one of the members of the Tribal Glory group that is going to be there. So we're going to have a good time. We have a plethora of artists. We have some rappers. We have some soul artists. We have a little neo soul. We have a little worship music. Like, we're going to have it. We're going to
Hey,
have it from like A to
hey.
Z, soup to nuts.
Right,
We're
right,
going to have
right.
it. And I'm so excited about that. Each
Mm,
event has been amazing, and it just keeps getting better and better.
awesome. Yes,
And
I'm
like
looking
each
forward
event, you
to it.
think like, oh, this is it, this is great, and then the next one is
Right.
even better, but maybe in a different way. So it's just really exciting. I love what I'm doing, so it doesn't even feel like work, even though it takes a lot of work to do it.
Right, right, right.
It's fun, and I'm a people person, and so I get to share my faith. I get to share my love for God and my love for
Mhm.
people and business. I think I was born an entrepreneur. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
So I've been
right.
doing it for so long. Like I was babysitting at 9 and had a full catalog business at 15. So this
Wow.
is something I can do.
Yeah.
And I'm a mom of 5 children. They're all adults now. They all have
Mhm.
businesses.
Right, right, right.
Two of them so far out of the 5, well, actually 3 of them out of the 5 have thriving businesses. And
Wonderful.
so I can, talk to you about that offline. But
Right.
yeah, just being me, just doing what
Mm,
God created me to do. And the children, I guess, got a part of that. I don't know.
right,
I don't
right,
know.
right.
But you
Spirit
know
kind
what?
of flowed
Growing
through
up,
you.
I would say things, huh?
I said the spirit
What do
was
you say?
flowing through you to all of
Right.
your
Amen. I
yeah.
think growing up, I said to them, because I'm not going to demean any type of work. work. But growing up, I said to them, I want you to own the McDonald's. I don't want you to work at the
Hey,
McDonald's. I
amen.
wanted them to have a business mindset from the owner perspective, from an employer perspective, not an
Right.
employee. You know,
Amen.
we need
Amen.
both, right? We need everything.
Right.
But I was like, you need to build something that you're not building another man's dream, that you can build your own from it.
Amen.
And so those,
Right.
that still have a 9 to 5, there's nothing wrong with that. But use that to build whatever the passion or purpose that God has put in you before you even got here. And part of
Amen.
your life's journey is discovering, because it's
Right.
there. So it's
Right.
discovering, what is that passion? What is it that I love to do? And then making a business out of it, or just really even listening to the Lord. And that's what we were talking about last night with Too Deep for Christ and Tone Butter. And both
Mm.
of them were saying that how basically their business and their talent was Holy Spirit driven.
That's so
And just
amazing.
listening to what he said to them, that's so amazing, right? And so
Right.
it's
Yes.
meeting a need in the community, but it's also meeting a need for them, personally and
Mm.
financially. And God gets the glory out of it because it's what he told them to do. And then
Amen.
they also get, the benefits of it, and being rewarded in a sense, because they know that they're doing what God has called them to do, that they're operating in their passion. All right, we got a
Right.
few things in the comments. Let me see. Jessica asked, she says, in the house or at any location request?
Everywhere actually. I
Okay.
have gone to parks. So yeah, anywhere. Yeah, not just
Okay.
in the house. Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
Great question.
I'm glad you said that, because I already had a thought in my mind. I am, for the county now, I am planning an event called Arts in the Park
Oh, wonderful.
for this summer, this spring and summer. And I think that
Mhm.
that would be really, really good for you. So listen, you're going to be so busy.
Look
You're
at
going to
how
be so
God
busy.
works. I'm amazed at this. This is amazing. Amen.
So Marie asked, how do you do the games? Do you set up inside the client's home, or do you use a space like a truck?
I set up inside the client's home. So this is
Okay.
not a video game truck where they leave your house and go stand in a truck and still
Okay.
sit there and do this. This is
Right.
something where they're interacting with you and the family. So whether we have a big family game of laser tag or archery tag or Jenga or whatever else, but they will be moving around and they won't be interacting. So even in virtual reality, they're going to be moving their body.
Mhm.
They're going to be. We've got a few punching. We've got a game that is inspired by Creed. So it is
Oh,
amazing to
wow.
see the adults and the kids boxing with Creed. So they're moving, they're bobbing, they're weaving, they're throwing shots. It is so much fun. Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting that in the comments. Now I'm gonna play that,
Mm,
because when I was in my fitness days a couple of years ago, I was doing
mm,
boxing and things, and I was like, wow, I have such a
mm.
respect now for boxing, because that is like a full body workout. It's
The
hard.
cardio is
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
Uh-huh.
My arms would be hurting, but it was a good workout. It was fun. I enjoyed it. So that
Mm-hmm.
was good. Yeah. Do you have one of those, those like really giant um gloves, and they have these big giant things on their hands to play with,
Mm.
to like
I,
hit each
I've,
other
I've
with?
seen those before.
Okay.
I haven't gotten them because
You haven't
I
gotten it
would need
yet.
a larger play space for that, and I just want to be able to inhabit
Yeah.
even smaller places,
Yeah.
just in case people don't have a huge living room or a
Yeah.
backyard to have fun in.
I went,
Mm.
what was it, a couple of months ago? My son has something at his house, and I walked in, and my daughter and her friend were in these like sumo wrestling
I would
outfits.
love to do that. That would be so
And
much
it was
fun.
like you blowing up. There was air inside, and they were big and puffy like that. That was so funny. It was so funny to see that.
And that
So
was one of the things
there's
I
another
did when I was
idea for
in.
you.
That was one of the things that we did when we were in college. We had sumo suits that we put on, and we would actually like belly wrestle with each other. Oh man, it was so much fun.
So are they
Mhm.
fighting with Creed in the game?
They are fighting with who was the guy that fought that I'm
Was
showing
it
my
Creed's opponent?
my age. Yeah, it's Creed's opponent. So they're not fighting Creed. They're fighting uh, it'll come to me later on. As soon as we get off, I'll be
Okay.
like, oh, that was the name of
Right.
that guy. So,
Okay. Okay. So I put that in the comments. Okay.
mm,
Jessica says, Amen. Holy Spirit driven. Love it. Yes, I look forward to meeting you on Saturday, Jessica. Everything that I do is Holy Spirit inspired. And I would say 99.5% of those that are coming. And that's something that you're going to hear from us all of the time. So really
Amen.
excited. This is the first time in doing the BBNSE that I have personally, like individually interviewed each vendor and each artist. And I love this. Holy Spirit told me to do this. I
Mm,
absolutely love it. It is so much fun because my whole premise, as I was saying earlier, is get to people to know who you are. People do business with who they know, like, and trust. But if they don't know you, how can you build
right.
like? How can you build trust? So that's what this is
Mm,
about, and pushing you out there and saying, "This is Troy, his business. This is what he's about. Come do business with him." And the fact that
mm,
I'm endorsing you, they know me and what I stand for. It's like, okay,
mm,
then Troy must be kind of good because he's chilling with Dawn. So there we
right.
go.
That's awesome. That's exactly how it is. You'd be like, oh, okay, I got you. He's good. He's good.
Right, because that takes the wonder, in a sense, of you wondering, okay, is this person good to do business? Is it gonna be safe? Is
Mm,
my money safe?
right,
All those
right.
types of things. So yes, I'm saying Troy is safe. Let's do business with Troy.
Mm,
Let's go have a good
thank you.
time.
Thank you.
Let's have some connection. Let's get to know each other. Let's get off the little games, and even just on your phone and swiping
Please.
and playing games on your phone. Let's come
Yes,
together and have a good time.
exactly.
I remember the old days playing solitaire, but you would play it with friends. Or what was the
Right.
game? Was it quit or quick or something, and you have to snap the card down and then you flip it and you do the next one again. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. I mean,
Yeah. I can't, like, we're both thinking, like, where is it? The tip of the tongue. We can't think of the name of the game. But yeah,
but
I
I mean,
remember
that
playing
used to be
tag.
so fun. Even playing like what, Go Fish, and what were some of the
Yeah.
other you games? I Declare
Declare
War.
war. Exactly. But I mean,
Really dating
we would
ourselves.
go outside. We would play tag. We play freeze tag. We play hide and go seek. Even in New
Yes.
York, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
So I'm missing those days where we would like move around and interact and have just a great time. So
Yeah.
playing sports outside, even though I grew up in a place that had no trees and no grass, we would play in the streets. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it was a lot of fun growing up, and I
Yeah.
want to bring that level of interaction type fun, to this new age of kids who don't know anything besides.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes. Oh, Marie looked it up. I love her. He looked it
yeah.
up. She said the person's name is Damian Anderson. He was the opponent in Creed 3.
Ooh, okay, so that's what it was. So
Yeah.
in the VR, he is like 7 feet tall, like 275
Oh
pounds.
my Lord.
So it's you versus him, and it's very intimidating. But you still got to bob and weave and throw some punches. You make it happen.
Oh
You
my
can make it
goodness. I can't wait. And I feel like, you with these games and getting people up and moving, this can
happen.
help with the obesity epidemic that we have, and even the
Exactly.
health epidemic, because as a health and wellness certified coach, one of the issues is people are not moving around enough. People are
Exactly.
not outside. So joints are hurting because they're not being used.
Right.
My
Right.
seniors are having issues with their circulation because they're not moving
Mm,
enough. So one of the things I tell them to do is, okay, you're watching TV, sit on the side of your bed on the TV and just bounce. Just bounce. Because as
mm,
children, we do that, right? We're jumping around all the time. We're
right.
running around all the time. And the older we
Mm,
get, the more sedentary we get. And then with this, remote working from home and things, and I can be
right.
guilty too. You're sitting for
Mm,
hours before you realize that you've been sitting for hours, and then stuff
right.
hurts and
Right.
it's cracking and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's
Mm,
plan some games. You guys book some games with Troy, and let him come out to your house with your friends or some other couples, or even with your job, and can have a great time. So those of you, and I'm gonna call y'all out by name. I have two friends they're really good friends, and they're both event planners.
oh,
And
wonderful.
I'm thinking that it would be great. So I'm going to personally connect you with them. But I'm calling you out, Jonda Campbell and Monique Hines. You need to connect with Troy, because now that's another something that you can add extra to what you're already doing. And let me tell you something, they could transform any space. Two
That's
separate businesses. They're
wonderful.
both friends of mine. They're both
Mm,
doing very well in their businesses.
wonderful.
Monique Hines also does like popcorn, like flavored popcorn and
Oh, that's
mocktail
awesome.
popcorn and stuff. Her popcorn is thebomb.com. Okay.
That's
But I think
awesome.
that's great. And so that'd be a great connection for you two because you're doing these events or going to people's homes. Popcorn
Right.
is a fun thing to eat. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And
Just a
she has
fun
all
snack to
kinds of
have,
different
right?
flavors. There's a
Mm,
lady that owns a wine company, a black owned wine company. And so
okay.
she's made a popcorn from one of her flavors of wine. Obviously, there's
That's
no alcohol in it,
amazing.
but isn't it? So
Right.
that was a great
Yeah.
partnership. So I'm telling you, like the possibilities are endless. So I definitely gonna connect you personally to both of them. And yeah, let's see what comes of that.
Yeah. Like to say that I'm excited is an understatement.
Marie says, great team building for work. Yes, great team building for work.
You'd be
Um,
surprised how many team building activities that I've done with different work groups. I'd love to work with a lot of different people, but if you have effective communication between you and your colleagues, how much more productive will your business be? So besides it being productive, you will actually get to learn about the people that you're working with. So
yes.
many times we go to work and we just sitting in the cubicle and just typing away, hey, you have
Yeah.
coffee. But this helps you actually communicate with who you're working with. And that's you spend 8 hours of the day, if not more, with these people. Why not,
Mhm.
interact with them and build the best possible environment that's positive that you can have while you're at work
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. And have like sustainable relationships. Now, mind you, I'm sure, your coworker, you're going to have a different relationship with, obviously, right, than
Right.
your friend. But you can
Mhm.
still be friendly. And I understand what I'm hearing is like, some people are like, well, they keep their personal life separate. That's all good too. When you're
Right.
playing a game, like you're in the game and you
Yeah.
learn each other, you learn a little bit more about each other's personality or personal character, and the guards can come down and you don't have to share anything private or personal about yourself, but you get to learn
Exactly.
a different aspect of this person. Same thing if it's
Mhm.
your mom or your dad, your auntie, your cousin, your uncle, or whatever. You know them as auntie.
Right.
You know them as uncle, as cousin, but now you're playing this game and you're totally immersed in the game.
Mhm.
You
There
get
we
to
go.
see a different side of them. You get to see, you see
Mhm.
how I did that?
Right.
You get to see a different side of auntie or of uncle. And
Mhm.
so it really helps to build and to foster healthy relationships. And we need that at work too, because there
Mhm.
is a level of trust that's needed or
Right.
that's required even for the work that you do. And that's
Exactly.
why, oftentimes they have other types of team building, exercises. And so this is
Mhm.
something that you can really come to with fun that really helps to let the guards down, and just have a
Exactly.
good old time. So I am
Mhm.
excited about what you're doing. I love what you're doing.
Thank
And
you.
so
Thank
thank
you.
you for being a part of the BBNSE. And again, I
Mhm.
encourage you to become a full-fledged member so you can get all of the things, and get
Definitely.
behind the scenes to get some of the things that's going to help you grow as a person and
Mhm.
also as a business.
Mhm.
So keep us abreast. Let us know what it is that you're doing, what you got coming up, whatever plays, whatever you're doing. I'm going to
Definitely.
connect you to one of my friends that'll be there Saturday. His
Mhm.
stage name is Tone Butter, and connect you with him. He's doing all of that. He's doing all of that. He does voiceovers and
Awesome.
music, and he has his own
Mhm.
music label. So I'm excited for that. I also want to introduce you to a really, really good friend of mine. Her name is Rosie Rogers. She is the founder of 25M Productions,
Mhm.
an
Wow.
entertainment company. And we do
Mhm.
live, and I've been working with her for some years now, and I was a marketing director. And so, good Lord, like 10 years. Oh my goodness. So we've done
Mhm.
Black DC Theater Festival, Film Festival. We've done Atlanta Black Theater Festival.
Wow.
So we've been around. They've been around for a long
Right.
time. She's
Right.
got
Right.
webisodes, she's got all kinds of things. And I
Mhm.
already mentioned you to her. So I definitely
Mhm.
want to make that connection. And let's just
Wonderful.
see, where it goes. But I think we can do great things for the community. And I think we can do great
Mhm.
things for the kingdom. And I'm just super,
Amen.
super excited.
To
Super
God be the
excited about that.
glory.
Yes,
Amen.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Amen.
That's what it's all about.
Yes.
So,
Amen.
any last words that you want to share before we close?
I am just excited to meet everyone on Saturday. Please come out. Please come support the business. And please support BBNSE, a place where you can marry your passion for God and your small business. The fact that she's put these two together is nothing short of a move of the Holy Spirit. So please come out and support her, which then supports all the vendors. So I look forward to seeing everyone there. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, he already did the closing, so there's not much I got to say. This Saturday, February 22nd, 4 p.m. at Epic Food Hall. It is in Woodbridge. It's EPIQ. But if you go to our website, BBNSE, I'm going to put it in the comments one last time. Do not put the www in front of it. It is just as it's written. BBNSE.org will give you all the information. You can purchase your tickets there, and just plan to come out. Definitely get your tickets in advance because it is more at the door, and it's going to be a great time. I want to give a shout out to Shamira, a friend of mine. She is doing the background and like the balloons and everything. Nice. She just started this business and she was really like shy about it, and was like, girl, she does it like she's a pro, like she's been doing it for 10 years. Nice. So you're going to see it. So the stage is going to look really nice. We got a whole Black history backdrop and stuff. I'm so excited. It's going to be good. This is something that I'm doing to the glory of God. I want to show forth our Black excellence. And I want to just make it a welcoming place where people feel comfortable, where they feel safe, where they can have a good time, where they can expand their network. When we expand our network, we can expand our net worth. And that's
another thing to put in the comments.
The more that we have is the more that we can give. Okay. Amen. So he said, put in the comments. So I'm putting in the comments, expand your network, because we are the Black Business Networking social event. So expand your network so you can expand your net worth.
There we go.
Net. Let me spell it right. Your net worth. Okay. So BBNSE.org is going to give you all the information that you need. You can meet Troy. You can meet me. You can meet all the other amazing artists and vendors that we're going to have. You can get some merch because I know I want a shirt. I know I want a shirt already. Sweatshirt. Do they have one in red? I need one in the maroon color.
We can get them. We can get them.
Okay. You see this background color? This maroon.
I like it too.
Yes,
I like
that's the brand color. So I need a shirt in that, or maybe a black one with like burgundy letters.
I like it too.
Either way.
Collabo. Yeah, we got this.
I was going to say, or maybe we have to do both. I have a black one with burgundy letters and a burgundy one with black letters.
Right. You'll need a t-shirt and a sweater, so just in case it's cool or warm outside.
That's right. All right, let's do it. I'm excited. Well, thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Troy, for being here. I had so much fun. I really did. Thank you for those of you in the comments, making comments and asking questions. I definitely appreciate you. Remember to like, share. This is going to be streamed on my Facebook pages as well as my YouTube page. So please subscribe to my channel. That will help me to reach out more people and let them know that there is a safe place for them to come where they can do business and love God all at the same time. Okay. Amen. Bye for now, everyone.
All right. Have a great one. Thank you.